What is up, guys? Welcome to the Transparency. It is Monday night. Karen Reed, Paul O Keefe and company. The plaintiffs, Paul O Keefe, the plaintiff, John O Keefe II, the plaintiff, Margaret O Keefe, the plaintiff, Kaylee, the defendants, C.F. McCarthy's, the defendant, Waterfall Bar and Grill, the defendant, Karen Reed. I'm here for it. The O'Keefes have filed a civil suit, a wrongful death suit. We're going to talk about the facts of what they laid out. It's a 22-page document. Let's see what they're asking for. Let's see what they're alleging. Let's see if it is the state's case or the Commonwealth's case, rather. But first, what's up, moderators, subscribers, members?
We are not afraid of whatever evidence is unearthed from whatever source, because for 15 months, every stitch of evidence has been consistent with my client's innocence. My client suffers. In the meantime, her life is on hold, while she spends every waking moment defending herself, emotionally, intellectually, and financially. We cannot abide by excuses any longer. We need this court's help. We need you, Your Honor, respectfully.
Juror, quote, believes that every member of the jury, if asked, will confirm that the jury reached not guilty verdicts.
All right, let's share the screen here. There you go. I'll make it bigger. Jeez. Should just use Hector. What is up, guys? Please remember to smash the thumbs up. Yeah, why not? Why not? Can you guys read that? Can you guys read this crap? First of all, it's interesting. The statute of limitations here is 3 years. So in Massachusetts, they had 3 years to bring this wrongful death suit. So, in case anybody was wondering out there what the statute of limitations was on this, it was 3 years. So January 29th, 2022. It will be in about 6 months, January 29th, 2025, which is basically when the criminal trial is supposed to start. I believe that this will be stayed. I think that this will be stayed until after the criminal proceeding. And then this will take place after the criminal proceeding. There is laws and case. Karen Reed has the right to remain silent. And there is a current pending criminal case against her, and it is parallel with this now. And the criminal case takes precedent, and if her lawyers want to have this stayed until the criminal case, I think that they will 100%, that will happen. In fact, that's what happened in the Moore case. The only reason that the Moore case with the Dr. Moore case with the civil case has gone forward is because Dr. Moore's attorney, like a fucking moron, said that they have no objection for this to go forward. Thank you, Marsha. Appreciate you. Woo-wee. Shake it. But the judge said that it would be stayed until the criminal case until it came to a conclusion. And a conclusion is not without prejudice. So it'll be interesting. But this should be stayed and this should be handled after the criminal proceeding. But let's talk about it. Let's see how wild this shit is. Let's see how wild this is. I did not look at it because I wanted to be raw with you guys and be like, hey, this is the first time I'm seeing it. I knew that it existed. I knew about it earlier, but I was like, you know what? No, I want to be surprised, just like some of you guys out there that haven't seen it. I can only imagine what we are in store for. But in a civil case, you can plead the fifth. The jury just can take a negative inference of your pleading the fifth. Okay. Unless that has changed overnight. But you can always plead the fifth. It's just the jury in a civil case, they can take a negative, like, or in a criminal case, you can't, if someone's pleading the fifth, you can't take a negative inference of that. So you can always plead the fifth. A judge could say, yeah, no, you did this, this, and this. Go ahead. But I've definitely been involved with civil cases where objections were made due to relevancy. I mean, I won't lie, I read it, but I won't say shit, says Ms. Potts already got after it. So yeah, come on in here. Like I said, this has been last week and this week, really wild weeks with criminal justice world, true crime world. All right, here we go. Again, CF McCarthy's is being sued. Waterfall Bar is being sued. And Karen Reed is being sued. John's dad's part of it. I know people were wondering about that. So yeah. Plaintiff repeats, realleges, and incorporates the following. JJ was the middle child of 3 in a tight-knit family. JJ was the 3rd generation Boston police officer. After the tragic deaths of JJ's sister and brother-in-law, JJ took custody, guardianship over his niece and nephew. They were 6 and 3 at the time. So, and then over the past 8 years, until his tragic passing, JJ raised and supported his niece and nephew. After the tragic death of JJ, his mom took guardianship over her grandchildren. So if anybody's wondering where the kids are. At all relevant times on or before January 29, 2022, JJ and defendant Reed were in a dating relationship. In the months, weeks, and days leading up to January 29, 2022, JJ and defendant Reed's relationship was deteriorating. During such time, defendant Reed picked fights, experienced jealousy, and had delusions of unfaithfulness. Delusions. I'm going to highlight that. That's highlightable. On or about January 28th, 2022, defendant Reed knew that her relationship with JJ had run its course. On January 28, 2022, at or about 8:51 p.m., plaintiff arrived at CF McCarthy's. Remember, plaintiff, that's going to be John. And it'll be interesting if she has any text messages and stuff like that about planning a future, about planning vacations and stuff like that. I don't think you're going to be able to prove this right here. I think you're going to have a hard time with that if there's proof of them talking about, doing shit in the future. CF McCarthy's was licensed to distribute, sell, or serve alcohol. At about 8:58 p.m., CF McCarthy served Reed an alcoholic beverage. Reed consumed said drink. On January 28th, through its agents, servants, or employees, served alcoholic beverages to defendant Reed at about 9:13, 9:20, 9:33, 9:57, 10:22, and 10:29 p.m. Well, that would be how many? And what does the receipt say? CF McCarthy's, through its agents, served Reed 7. They're saying 7 alcoholic drinks between 8:58 and 10:29. 7. Okay, 7. During all relevant times at or before 10:29 p.m. on January 28th, defendant Reed showed signs of intoxication. Wait, what? Dude, I watched every single minute of that trial. I did not see any signs of intoxication at CF McCarthy's. If anybody can point me to a timestamp, okay? Again, remember the burden is a lot different in a civil case, okay? But this is hilarious to me right here, which is during all relevant times at or before 10:29 p.m. I'm telling you, CF McCarthy's has a rule. And I didn't know about this rule until I went there, because we weren't allowed to order shots. Like, you could only have 1 or 2 shots in an hour. It was something, something like that. It was really weird. So I'm curious if that rule was still in effect back then. But wow, they must have some video that they didn't use in the criminal case, because I'm just there was just no video evidence of that. On January 28, 2022, at about 10:40 p.m., JJ and defendant Reed left CF McCarthy's. On January 28th, at around 10:40 p.m., defendant Reed was allowed to carry her alcoholic drink out of McCarthy's. Was allowed. You guys, this is how they have to do it in these suits. Nobody allowed anybody to do anything, okay? People did things, okay? But to say that you're going to have to, that's just insanity right there. Allowed. On January 28th at about 10:54, and see, this is what I would argue here. I would argue something about these timestamps. Okay. Because remember, the argument at the trial was that one of these cameras was off. Okay. Because I said, what took them 14 minutes? It's like literally a couple minutes. It's right there. It's literally right across the street. At all relevant times, Waterfall was licensed to distribute, sell, or serve alcohol. Defendant Reed walked into the Waterfall carrying a drink from CF McCarthy's. At all relevant times on January 29, 2022, while at Waterfall, defendant Reed shows signs of intoxication. You guys, I'm sorry, but this is just absolutely not true. Like, between 10:54 p.m. and 11:54 p.m. on January 28th, defendant Waterfall served Reed 1 shot and 1 mixed alcoholic drink. Reed consumed such drinks. She had 1 beverage at that bar. On January 29, 2022, at approximately 12:10, defendant Reed left the Waterfall. At approximately 12:11, JJ left the Waterfall with alcohol. With alcohol. I thought it was 12. 12, but that's fine. At all relevant times on January 29th, between 12:11 a.m. and 12:36 a.m., defendant Reed was under the influence of alcohol and unable to drive a motor vehicle safely. It's interesting that they're going with this time, guys. That's the time of the when she got on the Wi-Fi. So they're basically giving it up here and saying, yeah, we think she was home by then. Oh my God. You guys, that is so awesome that they're putting that in writing. That's when the Wi-Fi registered Karen Reed's device on the home Wi-Fi of John's house. You guys remember the state was trying to say that the incident happened at 12:45. Woo. At all relevant times, defendant Reed drove JJ to the residence of 34 Fairview Road in Canton. See, this is why I would have said that I never went there. I don't even remember going there. You guys, the best part, if they would actually do the right job of writing this, is to be saying that, I'll get to that at the end. Defendant Reed and JJ had been in an argument the night of January 28th into the early morning hours of January 29th. In an argument. That's going to be really tough to prove. After JJ got out of defendant Reed's vehicle in front of 34 Fairview Road on January 29th, Reed drove her SUV and just hit him. Jeez. Reed drove her, not backing up. She just hit him. At all relevant times, defendant Reed drove her SUV in a state of intoxication. As a result of Reed's SUV hitting JJ on January 29, 2022, JJ was knocked down onto the ground in front of 34 Fairview Road, suffered serious injury, and died. Then why aren't we suing every single person that was at that house that just drove on past him? Everybody, nobody saw him. Nobody saw the man. Damn. You understand that all these people are going to be able to be used as in this case to say that they didn't see. There was no body there. There was no body there. Like, you guys do understand that, right? Everybody in the criminal case that's going to be saying, I didn't see anybody there. I was there at this time and we drove, didn't see anybody. There's nobody. My God. After hitting JJ with her SUV, defendant Reed fled the scene and returned to JJ's residence at 1 Meadows Ave. At all relevant times, defendant Reed knew that it was snowing, knew there was an impending blizzard, and knew or should have known that leaving JJ outside in the blizzard would likely result in serious injury or death. Well, this has everything to do with count 3, okay? And so count 3, remember? Count 3 went with count 1 because there had to be that knowing part. And count 1 and count 3 were basically not guilties, like, so quick. So at all relevant times, when defendant Reed drove her SUV and hit JJ, defendant Reed failed to use any care to avoid creating an unreasonable risk of harm to the public and JJ. Voluntarily took an obvious risk under the circumstances, knew or should have known that death or serious injury was reasonably predictable. Persisted in a clearly negligent course of conduct over a noticeable period of time, was impatient with reasonable precautions, was deliberately inattentive to the predictable hazards of her actions. Yeah, good luck. No. At all relevant times when defendant Reed drove her SUV and hit JJ, defendant Reed was reckless when she intended the reckless conduct that resulted in JJ's injuries/death. Her conduct made it highly likely that someone, namely JJ, would suffer serious injury or die. She knew or had reason to know of the risk or grave. Yeah, you're never going to be able to prove any of that. Or at least enough to tip the scale. Yeah. 39. On January 29, 2022, at approximately 4:30 a.m., defendant Reed knew that she hit JJ at 4:30 on the clock. 4:30. She knew it. At 4:30, they're saying that she motherfucker knew it. She knew it. She knew it because JJ wasn't in bed, wasn't home, right? Nevertheless, she woke up JJ's 14-year-old niece, Kaylee, and talked about JJ's death. Talked about JJ's death. Are you kidding me? You guys, I think we're getting a little glimpse at what was testified to. I mean, is this what Kaylee testified to? That's insane. Talked about hitting JJ with her SUV and otherwise involved Kaylee in her frantic calls about JJ's death. Oh my God. Again, welcome. What's up, Moon? 9 months, baby, for the win. Wow. That's just at all relevant times on or about January 29th, defendant Reed knew that Kaylee was a vulnerable minor who already lost her parents tragically and dependent on her custodial uncle, JJ, who became her surrogate parent. At about 5:07 a.m., defendant Reed left One Meadows Ave. Between 5:18 a.m. and 5:35 a.m., defendant Reed knew JJ was seriously injured, buried in the snow, and laying on the ground in front of 34 Fairview Road. This is what they are saying, that she went there during this time. Man, oh man. So glad she didn't testify. On January 29th, 2022, defendant Reed admitted repeatedly that she hit JJ. At or about 6:03 a.m. on January 29th, 2022, defendant Reed arrived at 34 Fairview Road and immediately observed JJ laying on the ground, buried in the snow where she had earlier left him to die. I wouldn't have put that in there. At relevant times on January 29th, JJ suffered trauma injuries before becoming hypothermic. At or about 7:50 a.m. on January 29th, 2022, JJ was pronounced dead at the hospital. At relevant times after 7:50 a.m. on January 29th, defendant Reed went to the grieving house of JJ. Oh my God. Use this opportunity to, amongst other things, remove the offending weapon. Her vehicle and or destroy relevant evidence. What would be other relevant evidence? Oh boy. Wow. I'm tired of this life. I'm done. Oh God. I don't even have words. On January 29, 2022, defendant Reed's blood was drawn reading. Oh God, this is the unreliable shit. A serum conversion and retrograde extrapolation was done of the results of defendant Reed's blood, with the results showing her BCA, which is blood alcohol content, would have been between, but that's what they testified to that they don't do. So you have to have another person come in and do that, between 0.13%, 0.29%. Around the time she hit JJ with her SUV. Reed's blood alcohol of 0.13 to 0.29%, all exceed and guess what was testified to, that if anything is off the timing or when the time of death, whatever you guys are listing, it would change significantly. At relevant times on or about January 29th, defendant Reed drove her SUV while under the influence of alcohol and hit JJ with her vehicle. This is repeated. Ridiculous. As a direct and or proximate cause of Reed's drunk driving, JJ sustained serious injuries of body and mind, conscious pain, suffering, fear of impending death, lost earnings, medical, funeral, and burial expenses, and died. Notwithstanding her Fifth Amendment right not to speak, defendant Reed chose to speak publicly. She knowingly and deliberately changed her story and fabricated a conspiracy. Oh my God. Knowing the same to be false. She publicly communicated this false narrative, thereby frustrating justice for JJ. Frustrating justice. Wow. Who's their attorney? Such false narratives cause the plaintiff's aggregated emotional distress. Wow. Again, guys, they had to get this in because the statute of limitations would be up in January. You know, I'm going to leave it right to the last minute. They have to amend anything. Notwithstanding her Fifth Amendment right not to speak, defendant Reed chose to speak publicly. The plaintiffs listed above bring this complaint seeking full and complete justice for JJ. So it is wrongful death, and so C.F. McCarthy's negligently served alcohol to an intoxicated person. All right. So now C.F. McCarthy's has every reason to back Karen Reed. Okay. Do you understand this? C.F. McCarthy's and Waterfall Bar, every reason to back Karen Reed right now. They should have known that from jump. Ooh. The defendant knew or should have known that defendant Reed was intoxicated at relevant times of service on January 28th, 2022. If people were buying rounds, you don't know who they're going to. Defendant C.F. McCarthy's violated Massachusetts dram shop laws, company safety policies, and was otherwise negligent for numerous reasons, including but not limited to its decision not to hire competent employees. You guys, they were definitely competent when I was there. Okay, they would not let me have a shot. They're like, nope, you've reached your max. I said, excuse me, my what? My max? What is it? What are you talking about? Its decision to not provide adequate personnel to work at C.F. McCarthy's at relevant times because they didn't have somebody at the door probably to see her leave with the glass, right? Its decision not to provide adequate safety training to its employees. Wow. Its decision to violate its safety training. Its choice to retain unfit employees. Seriously? Its choice not to supervise adequately its employees. The defendant, C.F. McCarthy's, acted not only with indifference to its legal duty not to serve intoxicated patrons, but also with utter forgetfulness of said duty. Do you guys think that Paul O'Keefe's gonna ever be welcome in that place again? That is correct. They would not allow me to do car bombs, even though I didn't want to do car bombs. I don't think that, I mean, he's going to be blacklisted all over Canton because those bars are going to stick together. I used to own a bar. You have insurance for this type of stuff, but this is The defendant, C.F. McCarthy's acted with gross negligence, man. Defendant C.F. McCarthy's acted with willful, wanton, and reckless disregard for the safety of others when it served an intoxicated defendant Reed. Defendant C.F. McCarthy's deliberately ignored the appreciable risk and or voluntarily incurred the obvious risk of serving defendant Reed when she was already intoxicated. She was already intoxicated. When she was already intoxicated. Nobody has said that she was intoxicated. Like, nobody. Well, after it knew that defendant Reed was visibly intoxicated. Where? What videos are you watching? Defendant C.F. McCarthy's continued to serve defendant Reed alcohol at relevant times when Reed was already intoxicated. I mean, how many which ways can you say this? As a direct and proximate result of defendant C.F. McCarthy's negligence, gross negligence, and or willful wanton disregard for safety, JJ sustained serious injuries of body and mind, conscious pain, suffering, pending death, loss of brains, medical, funeral, burial expenses, and died. Wow. As a direct and proximate result of defendant C.F. McCarthy's negligence, blah, 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 JJ's next of kin suffered as well. JJ's next of kin are entitled to JJ's lost value resulting from his wrongful death. Such damages include but are not limited to reasonably expected society, companionship, comfort, guidance, counsel, net income, services, assistance, protection, care, and advice to each next of kin. Wherefore, the estate of John Joseph O Keefe III demands judgment against the defendant C.F. McCarthy's on count 1, plus costs, compensatory and punitive damages, lost value, next of kin, blah, blah, blah. Count 2, Waterfall Bar, wrongful death. The estate repeats, realleges, and incorporates by reference as set forth here into everything that you heard before that. Defendant Waterfall negligently served to an intoxicated person, namely defendant Reed, 1 drink. I want to know if she walked up to and was actually served at Waterfall Bar. Do we see her being served there? Because I swear somebody else had bought that drink. Yeah, exactly. Imagine if you sue the right people. I'm going to show you how you could have wrote this lawsuit and actually made sense. I cannot believe this. Waterfall bars. I'm telling you, I did not see any video of Karen Reed being served at the Waterfall Bar. I thought that, who bought that? Didn't someone buy her that drink? I'll have to go back and check. If anybody in chat knows that, I'm curious. Tammy says, can we make a GoFundMe for the elderly man that Paul paralyzed to sue him? I can't. I feel really bad that Waterfall got him drug into this because I just don't. She was there for an hour and she had a beverage. Again, they're saying the same thing that the defendant Waterfall Act did. Defendant Waterfall continued to serve defendant Reed alcohol at relevant times when Reed was already intoxicated. Good luck showing that. Okay, here we go. Count 3. The estate of John Karen Reed, wrongful death. Everything that all the paragraphs before. And now it says on the date of the crash and at all relevant times, defendant Reed owed JJ and the public at large a duty not to drink and drive, to drive her vehicle safe and or with due care. Oh my God. On the date of the crash and all relevant times, defendant Reed owed JJ and the public at large a duty to pay attention to the roadway. Pay attention to the roadway. On January 29th, the defendant Reed breached her duties of care to JJ by driving drunk. Do you guys understand? It is in text messages that John knew she was out having day beverages. And remember, he's like, God, Karen, you just want to announce to the world that you're out drinking. You know, if you want to go afternoon, whatever, day drinking. So he knew she was drinking, but yet he then used her in a way because he wanted her to be his ride, right? Even though like that whole area is like this big. And just I don't, and then she even made a comment. She's like, why can't what's his name just bring you home? Like, aren't you out with him? John was drinking. John knew that was her ride. He was buying her the alcohol. I just. Again, they're saying all the same stuff that it was up there. Count 4. Margaret O'Keefe. Negligent infliction of emotional distress, guys. The plaintiff repeats all of that. At all relevant times, Margaret O'Keefe was the mother of JJ. Margaret O'Keefe learned of JJ's admission to the hospital immediately and came upon JJ's body at the hospital shortly after. C.F. McCarthy's negligence caused the death of Margaret's son, JJ. Margaret suffered severe and profound emotional injuries, manifesting in physical symptoms as a result of observing JJ at the hospital and witnessing the consequences of C.F. McCarthy's negligence. Oh, God. Margaret's emotional injuries, severe physical pain, anguish, emotional distress, and other harm were directly and or approximately caused. A reasonable person in the same position as Margaret O'Keefe at the time of JJ's death would have suffered severe and profound emotional distress. Count 5. John O'Keefe versus C.F. McCarthy's negligent infliction of emotional distress. Wow. At all relevant times, John O'Keefe II was the father of JJ. John O'Keefe II learned of JJ's admission to the hospital immediately. It's the same thing. Count 6. Paul O'Keefe versus C.F. McCarthy's negligent infliction of emotional distress. Same thing. Count 7. Margaret O'Keefe versus the waterfall. Waterfall's negligence caused the death of Margaret's son, JJ. Dude, waterfall. Oh, man. Same with McCarthy's. John O'Keefe versus waterfall. Paul O'Keefe versus waterfall. Margaret O'Keefe versus Karen Reed. Negligence and or reckless infliction of emotional distress. Margaret's first. So her negligence caused the death of. So everybody. So it was a domino effect here. Waterfall Bar, C.F. McCarthy's, Karen Reed, Perfect Storm. Defendant Reed outrageously created a false narrative. Oh my God. What the fuck? Oh my God. I don't have any words for that. Oh, whoo. I mean, you might want to sue Brian Higgins, and maybe you could get away with maybe suing Karen Reed if you sued Brian Higgins, because then you could say that Karen Reed knew that her actions with the whole flirting, kissing, whatever, and then dropping him off at a party and then leaving with those fucking wild boars in there playing grab ass, she knew it was up. Like, that's the only way that you would ever be able to blame Karen Reed, is to say that she knew that those guys were fucking animals. All right. And she knew taking them over there that he was walking into a fight, or if there was a fight outside and, John was trying to like get in the car to leave and she just like goes, drives off. But wild boars playing grab ass. I'm telling you, man. Wow, defendant Reed's outrageously creative false narrative. Ah! Holy shit. Wow. Paul O'Keefe versus Karen. What'd Paul say? I had to stare at her all day. Negligent, reckless on Kaylee. Oh, great. Kaylee learned of JJ's death or injury when the defendant Reed woke Kaylee up at approximately 4:30 a.m. to tell her about the death. Defendant Karen Reed knew Kaylee was vulnerable, having already lost her parents at age 6. That's why she was saying, get your ass home. What, Kaylee's here. What are you doing? Nevertheless, in Kaylee's presence, defendant Reed spoke on speakerphone to various people between 4:30 and 5 a.m. on January 29th. At relevant times on January 29th, so Kaylee heard defendant Reed say, JJ never came home. Maybe I did something. Maybe a snowplow hit him. Maybe I had hit him. Maybe I hit him. We were in an argument. Maybe he got hit by a snowplow. As a result of the conversations, defendant Reed had in her presence, Kaylee perceived the injuries caused to her guardian uncle JJ and perceived the injuries producing event. At about 5 a.m., after waking Kaylee up and informing her that something happened to JJ, defendant Reed left Kaylee home alone. Just up and left her. Defendant Reed intentionally and or recklessly inflicted severe emotional distress when she woke up Kaylee and informed her that she hit her uncle or the snowplow hit him. Oh my God, what? Defendant Reed either intended to inflict emotional distress in Kaylee or knew or should have known that emotional distress was likely to result from defendant Reed's conduct. Defendant Reed's conduct was extreme and outrageous. It is not extreme and outrageous to be like wake up and wonder where somebody is, and you have to wake them up to, she doesn't have any of their phone numbers. I just can't. Like, defendant Reed's conduct was extreme and outrageous, beyond the bounds of decency, and was utterly intolerable. How dare you? Then, after JJ was declared dead, defendant Reed came to the family house and basically faked her concern. Rather, it became clear that defendant Reed was only there to collect her belongings and to take possession of the murder weapon. The emotional distress suffered by Kaylee was severe and of a nature that no reasonable person could be expected to endure. Defendant's extreme and outrageous conduct caused Kaylee aggravated emotional distress manifesting in physical symptoms. Kaylee also suffered severe and profound emotional injuries as a result of perceiving JJ JJ's death and or other injuries producing event. The consequences of Reed's negligence. Then defendant Reed outrageously created a false narrative. And by God, we are lit about that. You know what's weird? Is why don't they list Pat? Why don't they list the boy? Because he wasn't home, but he was home. Wow. This is utterly yes. I feel bad for the kids because they're living still in Canton, okay? Their family's suing these two only like bars in the damn town, right? And I want to read this again up here at the top. Where they talk about the bar. Okay. Right here. Okay. McCarthy's is an independently owned business. CF McCarthy's had a resident agent, CB Carey. Okay. CF McCarthy's presently appears to be operated by GNS Hospitality, whose date of organization was 4/24/2023. That's interesting to me. These people just took over this whose date of organization was 4/24. So who was in charge when it actually happened? Am I going to sue GNS Hospitality? This happened like Waterfall has a registered agent. Look at that. Isn't that interesting? And then you see, so there's some issues going on with CF McCarthy's over here because this one just doesn't have Waterfall has a registered agent. Boom. And now the kids will have to testify. So obviously the burden's way different. This is not beyond a reasonable doubt or anything like that. Karen Reed got John O'Keefe safely wherever she was going. Okay, because he got out of the car. He goes, he's there. So I think that's interesting. The only way you could pass this all the way along is that's why I said they messed it up, how they did this. Remember, you can always settle out. Okay, so this could maybe never see the light of day in the courtroom because people are going to settle. So do you think that, just so we're clear though too, I don't see this, you can't go and unreasonably settling with like CF McCarthy's and Waterfall Bar and then take it to Karen Reed. Just so you know. You can't do that. Somebody tried to do that to me. They lost their asses. You can't do stuff like that. I don't even know what to say. This is like I will tell you that I don't see that this is not going. This will be all taken care of after the trial. There's no way this is happening before the trial, before the criminal trial. Never happening. Karen Reed has every right to stay this. Okay. Let me show you what that means. When there's a pending criminal case. So and a parallel civil case. Okay. So yeah, she's not. This is discovery in this situation only helps Karen. It does, but guys, the discovery in this case is going to come out afterwards. If you're Karen Reed, you want to stay this. I think you're playing with fire. You want to stay this, and you want to take care of all of this after the criminal case because you have a right to do that. Also, she has a right to plead the fifth in this case. But because of the criminal investigation that's parallel, she has every right to plead the fifth. And that's why if they do a motion and ask for this to be stayed until after the criminal, they will win. There's no fucking way they can't. I mean, I shouldn't say it's Massachusetts, but this is the same thing that happened in the Dr. Moore, Dr. Drake case. The same thing. Staying a civil case pending criminal. Okay. Pressing pause, guys. When civil and criminal cases share the same underlying facts, judges typically have discretion in deciding whether to grant a stay or a continuance in the civil matter. The criminal case almost always takes priority. That's what I believe is going to happen. Can I file for a stay of proceedings for a civil case or the criminal case pending? I have filed for a temporary restraining order against the father of my daughter. These people and their stories, man, I just laugh. So I believe that this is going to be stayed and that this is going to take place afterwards. That's what I would do. That's what anybody would do. So does everybody understand that? So yeah, that's what I believe is about to happen. And yes, I heard that Trooper Paul allegedly won't be called by the Commonwealth, and they're trying to, shop around to find an actual expert. But just because Trooper Paul won't be used by the prosecution, the Commonwealth, doesn't mean that Trooper Paul can't be called by the defense. So it's all about strategy, Yeah, this is a parallel case, and all the facts, like they put all these facts in here that are literally from like the criminal case. So yes, it's at a judge's discretion, but 9 times out of 10, I would say 99% of the time. Okay. Parallel civil proceedings may precede a criminal investigation, and it's very, very rare. So this wasn't brought on by the government. So that's out. These suits, whether brought on by the government or a private plaintiff, raise a host of constitutional and privilege issues for these reasons, and because the rule for discovery are very different in civil and criminal proceedings, advocates representing clients facing simultaneous or successful or criminal and civil litigation must make strategic and tactical decisions with full knowledge that each decision may have a material impact on multiple matters. So this is going to come down to strategy, but 100% I will be shocked if Karen Reed's team, whoever will be representing her in the civil matter, is not asking for a stay, especially with the case. I mean, it's going to trial here in January. And so I think that it'll be granted because it's not like it's that long of a wait. But Karen Reed put her house up on the market. Does anybody know if it's sold? Can you imagine Paul O'Keefe on the witness stand being asked questions like, "Wait a second, weren't you just drinking and driving not too long ago, and that you paralyzed somebody?" Yep. Were you sued? No. I mean, I don't know. So, the O'Keefes kind of had no choice if they were going to be suing anybody. You only have 3 years, so they had to put in their. I think this is like a very weak case. I'm sorry, I just don't like that's. It's weak as fuck. Who was buying the drinks, I think, is going to be a big deal. And I cannot believe the waterfall. Poor waterfall. I think John walking out with that glass is just, I don't know. I don't find the waterfall remotely. They weren't negligent at all. If I remember the McCarthy's video correctly, people were buying people drinks. The bars being involved in this. Poor waterfall indeed. Is it still no one's bought her house yet? Not yet? Aw. Everybody should donate $1 to that GoFundMe and then raffle that motherfucker off. That's what I would do. Here, Karen Reed, we're going to buy your house, but we're going to raffle it off then. You know? Everybody that buys a ticket, we're raffling the house off. Now, that'd be some sweet shit. $20 tickets. How many tickets do we need to sell then? I think, what's her house going for? Like 700,000? Well, let's just see. Let's do some fun math here. If we sold 20, ask Karen if she wants to raffle off her house. We're selling raffle tickets. Can you imagine that? You could say, like, I won a house for $20. All right. All right. So let's just, with closing costs and everything, let's just say it's 900,000. Okay. Just for fucking fun. Divide that by $20. We'd have to sell 45,000 tickets. Okay. Or we can make the tickets worth $100 a piece. Divide it. You could sell 9,000 tickets. Would you buy a ticket for $100 to have a chance of winning a house and sell 10,000 tickets? That's what I say we do. $100 a ticket. Only 10,000 tickets sold. So we can donate some money to charity. Think about that. Think about that. $100 per ticket. That's 9,000 tickets. You guys, I think people would buy a ticket for $100. Is that legal in Massachusetts? I wouldn't see why not. Because I could have my own fucking raffle and just say, here, this is you're winning the $100,000. Go give it to her. Buy the motherfucker. As long as it's legal, as long as you don't take any money from the raffle. But throw a charity behind it, and you throw a charity behind it, and I think that'd be actually be better. That's why you'd sell 10,000 instead of 9,000 tickets, so that $100,000 would go to a charity, 900 would go to the house. Heck, I would buy a ticket for 200 and sell 5,000 tickets if I won a house. Cool. What would you do? I'm just saying, if you think about it, there's enough people in this community. I'm sure a lot of people out there could probably use a house. So there you go. There's my idea. Go take it to Karen Reed's team. You'd be able to meet the 900,000. You'd be able to. I'm telling you, with all those 9,000 tickets would sell so fucking fast. You guys have no idea how fast that those need at least 40,000 people. How? I just did the math for you. If the tickets were $100 a piece, you need 9,000 people. Yep, it's legal. I just did the math. My math skills. Come on, man. If it was 900,000 and you divide it by $100 ticket. Yeah, 9,000. I'm right. So there it is. It's legal. Are the taxes high in that area? Don't know. All you would have to pay, though, is your taxes because your house is what paid off. That'd be like a double win. Karen Reed gets her money, and somebody gets an amazing house bought and paid for in a cool-ass story. Dude, those 9,000 tickets would sell out in like that. What real estate are we selling? We are selling Karen Reed's house. I'm having a raffle over here. I'm telling you, you guys are probably all thinking to yourself, damn, that's actually not a bad idea. Damn, it's not a bad idea. It's a very smart idea. She'd be able to sell her house, have a raffle on Halloween night. I'm telling you, you'd be able to sell those tickets. They would be gone I'd buy a ticket. They would be gone in, I think within, no doubt, 1 week. X. I heard it's a really good area. Is the home on the market? The home is on the market. She's selling her home. And I think it's on the market for like $850. No, the Karen Reed Facebook page has at least 40,000 members. Oh, I'm telling you, you'd be hard to get a ticket. It'd be hard to get a ticket. It would be hard to get a ticket. But I kind of like it that, can you think about that? 1 in 9,000 chance. And if you want to have fun with it, you could have other prizes though. Like, okay, drum roll, please. Boom. First ticket goes to the house, but you can have other things too. Shit, we could raffle off a damn Jeep. We could raffle off a freaking Lexus SUV. Just to be smart ass. You can make money off of house tours. Yeah, just go by the Chris Watts house, man. Oh shit. Yeah. Lana, I was saying Facebook page has at least 40,000 members. I got you, hun. I got you, love. Cheers. Cheers. I'm just saying, if Karen Reed probably needs that. She's probably selling a house. Well, she probably hasn't lived there in a long time. She's probably been staying with her parents or something. Who knows? Maybe she has a penthouse suite in Boston where she's knocking boots with Alan. I'm just kidding. You know, the media likes to do that. Turn it into a reality television show too. Put some YouTubers in there for the trial and watch hell break loose. You guys want to talk about craziness? One YouTuber was arrested this past weekend over the Sebastian Rogers case. I'm over here like, what? I don't think that she should have been arrested. I can't even believe this. I can't believe that people are like throwing parties because people are getting arrested. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, how are you even going live about that shit? Sick. She still can't drive though. Karen Reed can't drive right now. Curious why the FBI is throwing up a $50,000 reward for the Sebastian Rogers case. Very curious about that. Weird move. 6 months. Her bail conditions are she can't drive. What kind of bail conditions are those? But O Keefe can. Jeez. Wow. What else is going on? You guys, I was flipping through all of these stations thinking that someone was going to talk about the mother-in-law, Mata's bot's mother-in-law, because I believe that she's involved in the murder and the concealment of the body, and nobody's talking about it. I'm over here just like, what is wrong with these people? 100% she's involved. She was living with them. I think she did it. Yeah. You think you would just get like I think I would just date somebody so they could drive me everywhere. No, I'd probably just Uber. I take that back. I did see the juror interview. Yep. I talked about it on one of my last lives. I think people have damn lost their minds. I don't know what's in the water. Maybe they need to start drinking high noons. I will buy a ticket for that raffle at Charity. You better buy a ticket. Telling you guys, we need to get a raffle going on in Karen Reed's house. I want to see who wins it. I hope a homeless person wins it. A little transient. I hope Bullhorn Betty wins the house. I'm down for that raffle. Tell me that would be sweet. The pink shirts, get it going. The pink ladies, get that raffle going. Sherry D, I'm down getting sweaty with Alan Jackson. Fuck shit. Oh, Alan Jackson. You said Atlanta. She does not have blue eyes. I know she doesn't. You know Nick Rocco would raffle off Karen Reed's house. Well, let me just call him up right now and ask him why we're not raffling off Karen Reed's house. $100 a ticket. First 9,000 tickets that are sold. That's the most that we're selling is 9,000. That's $900,000. It costs $850, and then they get a $50,000 housewarming gift. The winner gets as well to be able to furnish the motherfucker. Or take the $50,000 and donate it to a charity. Give it to Paul O Keefe for a settlement. That would just chaff his ass. Oh shit. Karen Reed walks off with $900,000 cash. Paul Keefe's like, that's my money. You know Nick Rocco gonna be doing it. Does it need new drapes? The house looks pretty new, updated, pretty laid out. Have you guys seen it, right? It's on the internet. I just hope she's not selling the house because she has to give that money over to $1 million defense. That's just most of the legwork's done. So I think that they'd be cutting Karen Reed a deal and saying that the second trial is half off special. The 50 grand, yeah, it would go. I would make Karen Reed pay for my closing costs. I'm just kidding. Oh shit. Oh, can you imagine if one of the McCabe's won the damn fucking raffle? I would lose my shit. That would be the odds, though. The McCabe's would be over there buying, yeah, let's buy a bunch of tickets. Colin Albert wins the house and is having WWE fights in the basement. It's only been listed for 3 weeks. That's it? It's it? I feel like it's been way longer than 3 weeks. God. Karen Reed is better off selling home and getting money. If civil goes south, they won't take all of her money, but they would take the home. Your home is protected. Your home would be protected, I believe. Can't make motherfucking people be homeless. I would sell that home, go into a casino, blow it, and bury it. Whoops, must have lost all that money, man. I have no idea where that went. It went in all these damn slot machines. Get your ass to Vegas. It is gorgeous. No pets allowed. I'm out. Sherry G. I think Karen Reed should Airbnb it for the trial. I think Airbnb it out to the YouTubers and let the YouTubers stay there while they have to stream. That would be fucking hilarious to see everybody in there. Put cameras up in that bitch and there's a reality show. Can you imagine that? That'd be so funny. There'd be a fight every day. There'd probably be 5 fights. All right, I want to laugh a little. Ooh, I love that idea. I know everybody wants that juicy juice. All right, so I'm going to give some juicy juice out there. Let's laugh a little here. Okay. Because I'm so confused. Somebody, Sebastian's mom and stepdad and family member, they went out and put they got a restraining order on Bullhorn Betty. How? What did you do? How are you getting? What the fuck is going on? It's not in Canton. Don't worry. I promise you, the house isn't in Canton. You have to get in the raffle, man, because then you could turn around and sell it, and then make your money. Lana, can you give a synopsis of that Virginia case for my fiance? He was asking. Oh, that case, wild. It's over menstruation cycles. And the mother-in-law is insane. And I believe the mother-in-law 100% was involved in that horrible act of whatever they did. And I think she fled. And I just can't believe that no one's talking about that part of it. The husband was arrested. There's a reason he's not being charged with murder yet, in my opinion. Yeah. Who's Bullhorn Betty? That's what I always say. Who are these people? I didn't know her real name, but I just saw these headlines. I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? Let me show you. Let me show you what the mainstream media put out there. Mainstream media coming in hot. They covered it. And I'm like, oh God, I'm gonna have any error. It's not here. Jeez. Here it is. Okay.
We're learning more after the woman accused of harassing Sebastian Rogers' family was arrested. The missing teen's mother earned an order of protection after claiming she was being stalked and falsely accused by a YouTuber. Andrea Griffin, also known as Bullhorn Betty, was booked into Sumner County Jail. Clarksville police say they initially arrested her for an out-of-county warrant for contempt. The Florida woman was charged with violating that same protection order. 15-year-old Sebastian Rogers disappeared in February from his family's home in Hendersonville. It will soon be 6 months since he went missing.
I don't understand. You guys you can't just go out and just get protection orders against people. It's they gotta do some shit. What was going on here? God. Were they communicating? So I was trying to like understand what had happened because I just wanted the facts. I wanted to see the damn motion. I want to see like what happened. I don't want to hear any bullshit. I just want to know why the family thinks they're in danger. She was stalking them. I'm like, stalking them? How? Like, what? How? Stalking them? How? So I went a little further and I was like, okay. And this is all coming out right at the same time as the FBI is now involved, giving away $50,000. Mother of missing someone, teen Sebastian gets protective order. Okay, here it is. Let's see if this is Bullhorn Betty lives in Florida.
At 6. A missing teen's mother claims she's being stalked and falsely accused by a YouTuber. So now she's taking legal action. Good evening and welcome to News 2 at 6. I'm Bob Mueller. 15-year-old Sebastian Rogers disappeared 5 months ago from his family's home in Hendersonville. The teen's mother has been granted a temporary order of protection against a Florida YouTuber by the name of Bullhorn Betty. Well, tonight, News 2's Caitlin Quisenberry sat down and spoke with the influencer.
Sebastian Rogers has not been seen since February 25th. Since then, the Sumner County Sheriff's Office, along with several other agencies.
You guys, we go from Turtle Boy to Bullhorn Betty, like these names, you know.
Searched for a little over a week before officials said they were scaling back to focus their efforts on the investigative side. YouTubers and TikTokers nationwide have covered nearly every step. But now, Sebastian's mom, Katie Proudfoot, indicates it's gone too far. In a legal filing for an order of protection, Katie says Andrea Griffin, also known by her YouTube name of Bullhorn Betty, accused the family of harming their son while, quote, inciting the public and her followers to aid her in stalking. Katie calls the YouTuber, quote, dangerous. Andrea tells me she has not received the temporary order of protection, but claims she has not done anything illegal.
If it is from her, then that's absolutely a falsehood. They can go and look at all my lives. My lives never come down off my channel. Driving on a public property, on public road with a camera hanging out, there's nothing unlawful about that. That happened over a month ago. It was when it's the only time I've been in the Hendersonville area. The questions of this case are becoming more and more.
Andrea says her main goal is to provide informational content to the public and to help find Sebastian. She tells me these accusations are just a distraction.
I love it.
I don't
Love
like
it.
the drama on the channel, and the more I resist the drama and keep it focused about Sebastian, the more these distractions keep coming up. This is all about Sebastian Rogers, Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers. It's not about Seth Rogers. It's not about Katie Proudfoot. It's not about Christopher Proudfoot. It's about where is Sebastian Rogers and how can we bring him home.
A court-ordered hearing is set for August 8th at the Sumner County Courthouse. Each of Bullhorn Betty's YouTube videos will be summarized for the DA's office. Until that time, a temporary restraining order says Andrea cannot stalk or come within 100 feet of Katie or her home. In Nashville, Caitlin Quisenberry, News 2.
We reached out to Katie Proudfoot for comment and have not heard back.
Jesus Christ. So that was in August. And so then I want the video of like, where's the video of like the act? Like what'd she do? What? What? Bullhorn Betty goes to jail. Y'all are going to be what? 9 months ago? She went to jail 9 months ago? Oh, wait. I don't know. Belly and maybe I need to write something else. Arrested. Two weeks ago. That was when the God. Wow. 11 hours ago.
Started here shortly. We got a decent crowd. We got our 10 people. So I'm going to turn this around, but I've got to do some other things. We're going to be doing prayer. I hope you guys are all here.
Home, hey, hey, ho, ho. We want to bring Sebastian home, hey, hey, ho, ho. We want to bring Sebastian home, hey, hey, ho, ho. We want to bring Sebastian home, hey, hey.
But I thought she was in jail. Okay. I have no idea. Wow. She's taking a lot down. Oh, really? Okay. There's another court hearing on Thursday for what? How are you going to file a lawsuit then not talk? I don't know, guys. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. It's wild. I just want to know what happened. Like, where's the video of when this happened? I don't know. Try to go to the facts. The facts. Nothing but the facts. I want the video when she does like she spins around and they were like following each other. They were both in cars following each other. So I just wanted to know what's going on. Like they're just like out following each other. So I don't know. Oh, check email. Did you send me it, Murky? I'd really appreciate that. You guys, I'm so fired up about the. I don't have anything in my email. When did you send it to my email? Oh, I got this fucking crazy bitch, Angela Jones, writing me again. She called me a cock blocker. This bitch needs to fucking get railed. 7-Eleven today. This is how you make money. String the dummies along to get paid. You're a fucking loser. Can't wait to see you at 50. Can't wait to see you at 50. I bet you can't wait to see me at 50. You stalker. You're the cock blocker. Thank you, Angela Jones. I appreciate you. What a fucking girl. Hug a tree. I don't give a fuck how many people you have. Why do you have a need to attack murdered victims? You're the biggest piece of shit. Love Angela Jones. Angela, hug a tree, girl. Get yourself some. She makes videos about me, I guess, and sends me them. Oh, wait, here we go. Oh, okay, perfect. I'll pull that up. The emails that I get. Yeah, I love it. She really gets me going. You guys, sometimes I do her the pleasure of writing her back. The stuff that she writes me, I just was like, God, this woman. I told her she's a drug addict. I know who she is, and she's like, if you even put my information out there, I was like, you might want to back up, girl. Okay. Oh, I thought there was a video. Did she seriously sign it? Oh my God. The stuff that she writes me. Yeah, she signs. Let me see. I'll tell you how often she writes. Angela Jones. Dear Angela. Fuck no, Angela Jones wasn't in these lives. She might be under some alt. She's tying one off, though. I know what she does with her time. The hell is going on around here? My phone's not liking me. Angela Jones. Mike Jones. I'll write her back. Yo, Angela. Is it that time of the month? Is it that time of the month? Is it that time of the month, girl? Good thing we have a better culture. Then to Paul, if you know, you know, Angela. If you know, you know. If not, Taiwan on. And then she'll write me some crazy shit back. There you go. I just sent it to her. I said, yo, Angela, is it that time of the month, girl? Good thing we have a better culture and way of life than Nepal does. If you know, you know. If not, Taiwan on. I'm sure she'll appreciate that. Last week, she wrote me. Okay. August 24th, July 29th, July 27th, July 27th, July 25th, July 2nd, July 30th, July 12th, May 21st, May 15th, May 8th, May 7th, April 19th. You see, that's that 1 month thing she's got going on. Yeah, her pills don't come out or some shit. April 16th, April 13th, April 13th, April 11th, April 13th, or April 3rd. March 24th times 12. 12 times. March 23rd, March 23rd, March 23rd. Oh my God, March 23rd. March 22nd. March 21st. March 21st. March. Oh, I didn't even open these. March 8th, February 26th, February 13th, February 12th. God, she must. God bless her. You really need help. If you don't like me, do what you do on your channel and block people that can hurt you with the truth, mistruth, and transparency. Anyone that sits in the comfort of their home and does damage to others is a coward. Petty bitch. Love petty bitch. Who writes this shit? February 3rd. Oh my God. Who writes all of this shit? Look at this. Look at this shit. What is wrong with this woman? Holy fuck. The person is brilliant, and maybe one day you can and will do some self-inventory because you are the most ignorant person I've ever heard. You have no open mind, and people like you never grow because you can't and won't accept anyone else's advice or opinion. If Shanann was my daughter, I would most definitely be in jail or in prison. The reason you have so many people that are on you all the time is because you lie and you think about the murders, but not the victims in any way, especially the Idaho case and Watts. Just curious, how do you feel good about taking people to court for just not liking you? Is a for sure an issue. What if every celebrity took restraining orders out on people that didn't like them? The fuck is wrong with this? I by no means am I calling you a celebrity. You don't deserve that word. Yeah, you are, bitch. She's completely insane. Yeah, you are. Thanks, girl. I by no means am calling you a celebrity. You don't deserve that word. I don't have to take people to court I don't like. I say what I mean and let fate take it. You're the director only in your mind and want people to position themselves the way you want, and when they don't, you react, and boy, do you. Acceptance. Oh God, if you can only see how she spelled acceptance. Oh my God. I can't. It's fuck shit. EXCEPTANCE. Acceptance. Fuck out of here. Get girl. Acceptance, my new favorite word. God, fuck me. Yes, I love it. Acceptance right here. There we go. We're going places, guys. Acceptance. Acceptance. Acceptance is a good thing to practice, especially if you're a narcissist. You've done and doing some sick shit. You even hide your evilness like cashing in on other people's tragedies. What are you talking about? I don't even know what you're talking about. You've done and doing some sick shit. You even hide your evilness like cashing in on other people's tragedies. Basically, you're spelled wrong. A sick fuck. But I'm not stupid. I know you don't care because you're a psycho. Always calm in the storm and after because you feel nothing. And you stay calm because nothing bothers you until you get to a courtroom where you think you get justification, but you never do. And that makes you a fool that never grows. Talk about my kid. Jesus. In other words that you do affect others. What the fuck are you even writing, girl? Lord help you. Her screen name is Doors of Perception. I know her real name though. And she got some drug issues. She got rap sheet like this. Angela. One of the definitions of life is contagious. Excuse me? In other words, that you do affects others. They carry the torch of revenge and hate. Okay, I'm sending this because I will see people every now and then back you, and it's the most dumbest thing I've seen. Watch the movie Idiocracy, and because of people like you, that's where we're headed. Hope you're proud because the right people don't think so. And then she sends some fucking link. She makes videos.
Greetings. It's been too long since I posted my last video, so I thought I'd throw this one together real quick after hearing about some absolutely fucking ridiculous recent courtroom bullshit events. I thought now would be an excellent time to release portions of a video that I've previously edited, but was initially intended for a different, much longer chapter. I thought this might help lighten the mood a bit and also pose a challenge for the audience. A type of scavenger hunt, if you will. Hear me out. I took one of the times that Lana used content that...
It's Lana. That'd help you. You could make sure you put in your quotes or your whatever acceptance like that, okay? Now, let's see what else we got here. Who's lying? You decide. Do you think all of us are now out to get the tragedy pimps don't know all about you? You know you're fooling your subscribers with conspiracy theories, especially with the Idaho 4 case, in which you say you are the Idaho 4 case, which is sick in itself. Next.
When this just a little while ago that I reported her son and I said about exploiting him. Do you recall that situation? Yes. Okay. And you saw the video, Brett, that she posted. Did you? Oh, yes, right. You might have that one. So she posted the video of the server, and she did a fundraiser the next day, right, or a day or two after. Is that correct? Yes.
What? Whoa, homie. What else we got here? This is what you tragedy pimps do and how you make the students there feel like. I know you can't help but be a complete fuck up, but your no class self needs a fucking wake up call. Getting a fucking life and quit hurting people in the courtroom and out. If my kid was one of those murder kids, I'd be in jail right now because I would come at you with every being in my body. Quit acting like you give a shit about people and that you're making a difference because you're not, Lana. You're a fraud and a liar, point blank. You even use what? I'm so glad Melissa Jade and Vanessa Walsh whipped your ass in court. Fucking A! Every fucking day. This is proof of a complete narcissist. Could you share this, Lana, and have a discussion with your weirdo subs? Sure. What is it? Oh. I don't know what the fuck it is. Who knows? Your link didn't work. Next one. This should be watched by you every morning you get up. This is my last words to you, and you do the same. You and your fans are in the dirty side of YouTube town. Just a bad neighborhood. What are we supposed to watch, guys? Because I can video.
Greetings. It's been too long since I posted my last video, so I thought I'd throw this one together real quick. About some
Is this the same shit? The fuck, woman? What else? Goodbye and get help. Don't email me again. Bitch, I don't email you. You email me every damn day. You guys, she says, this is my last, and then just keeps going. It keeps going. Look at this shit. This is my last ever. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this shit. Who does this every day of their lives? Goodbye and get help. Don't email me again. I'm moving on. Jesus Christ. I'm moving on. Other creators will expose you. You're a creator? What the fuck? I'm going back to my world where, dude, you wrote this to me January 12th. January 12th. I'm going back to my world where people like you don't exist. I'm blocking you and taking a break because I can't handle watching people like you scam and hurt others. It's disgusting and starting to affect my outlook of the world. Bitch, oh my God, I told you to go hug a tree. I knew it. I knew it. You guys, sometimes you need to just laugh. Okay? I needed this. So don't email me or contact me and I will do the same. Have you lost your fucking mind? Watching you anymore is not something I can't do anymore. You're that girl. You're that vile girl. The only thing I've done is share who you are by videos you made. So if I'm guilty of anything, it's sharing public videos of your past. Now, if you mess with my family, there's going to be a huge problem. You ruined your reputation all by yourself. Have a great life, and I feel sorry for your subscribers. I really do. All my life, I hate injustice, and after you made fun of murdered victims, it made me so sick to my stomach. So that's where my dedication to expose people like you came from. P.S. Try to acknowledge what you do and start changing it before you're 50 years old with no friends. As much as I dislike you, I feel sorry for you at the same time. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. You brought the attention yourself. I mean, no one just woke up one day and said, hey, I'm going to expose Lana. The fuck? No, nobody woke up one day and said, I'm going to write Lana every day of my life. Fuck. Oh no, this is a rarity. This is a rarity when I talk like this. But I got to, man. I'm enjoying this. No friends. I have no friends, guys. You did it. You did it, Lana. What? As much okay. You brought the attention yourself. I mean, no one just woke up one day and says, I'm gonna expose Lana. You did it, Lana. Have a great life. And please, for once in your life, leave WV and MJ alone. They've suffered enough. This is my final email reply or putting comments in your channel. You put comments in my channel? But if you decide to be dirty and call me a felon again, which I'm not, you're such a felon. If you try to call me a felon again, oh, hell's gonna break loose. If you try to call me a felon again, which I am not, I do have a lawyer. Good. I don't need one. It's going to be hard to watch whenever you're trying to destroy innocent people and not affecting how I see people on YouTube. That court circus you created was a good thing. It exposed what you do and how obsessed you get. I really think you're dangerous. Oh, thank you. I'm glad that you think I'm dangerous. I'm feeling dangerous today. You know what that's from? God, how many videos did you make? Oh, this video is private, pussy. I dare you to treat me the way you've treated the others, you fucking lawyer wannabe. I'll show you a lawyer. You already ruined your rep all by my job is done until you strike again and go after another damn good human being. Hope you and your vampire have a great life. a great day, Boomer. Sicko. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Hey guys, it's me. Well, why don't you bring that happy fillet of fish ass right over here? And we'll talk about it. The big beef I have is went on, but just went down into the Facebook world. Is completely doing what? I was on 200 subscribers. Like, I knew what I was trying to do. I was trying to promote the website. Maybe the first thing that shouldn't happen is your friends and family. Maybe the
Molly, you in danger, girl. Fucking wild. I got nothing. I got nothing here. Okay, what else do you got for me, Jones? Oh God, watch this. You're the dumbest piece of shit I know. You prey on stupid people and try to be cool. And because you fling your hair around and think people want you, you're far from anyone wanting you. Who writes somebody this? Who fucking writes somebody this? Keep thinking you're good looking and have a photogenic memory. Fuck off, you piece of shit. I'm going to blow your cover, so keep talking shit. As a matter of fact, fuck you and the Watts. You're all psycho. Stop it right now. Why did you send me Bullhorn? Who is this? Mommy Ramblings? Why are you sending me these links? Well, next. What else we got? Every fucking day, man. Oh my God, I haven't even opened these. It's just the middle finger. Fuck you, Lana. You're the biggest idiot I've ever seen on YouTube. Go away and start righting your wrongs. Life is short, and it may take a long time. And you're... And this is my response. I'm on vacation laughing at your pathetic, obsessed ass. Oh. Angela Jones says, fuck you, Lana. Oh, here she comes with another one.
series where I discuss the problem.
Who wastes a lot of time?
Greetings, and welcome back to this ongoing series, where I discuss the problematic actions and behaviors of Lana Oriani, hereafter referenced as Oriani, who is the operator of the YouTube channel Truth and Transparency.
Oh my God! Oh my God, wait!
President of Fight for a Family Incorporated nonprofit organization, and how these actions and behaviors have had a negative impact on many individuals who have unfortunately crossed paths with her. Even if some of the individuals involved in these stories are people who I do not agree with on some issues, or that I do not support some of their actions or indiscretions on other matters, I still can't help but to have sincere empathy towards them, because what they have had to endure is still simply just wrong, no matter who they are. It is my hope that you, as the viewer, can put aside any predetermined biases that you might have already established yourselves, and view Oriani's behavior and actions against these individuals as if it was instead being disadvantageously aimed directly against you or someone that you care about.
2 hour and 33-minute video? Oh, fuck, whores.
I'm gonna start calling you Tam. I stayed with friends at a hotel in El Camino. Her husband stayed one more evening at the same hotel that we all stayed at together. Her and her husband, while in Denver, took it upon themselves behind our backs and without any knowledge mailed marijuana from Colorado to her residence in Florida by means of FedEx on that Saturday. This package was intercepted by the police and signed for by police in Pinellas Parkway, Florida. See attached with date and timestamp. So,
The reason I'm showing you my card, that is, when
Wow. Holy shit. 2 hour and 33-minute video. I'm flattered. The real you. Oh, God. Oh, my God. Oh, God. Too bad, hon, that Brian is looking like he's guilty and you can't keep selling conspiracies. You make me completely sick. Get help, chick. You seriously need it. My opinion of you when you made fun of a murdered mother and child. I know that's why Vanessa was sickened by you and wanted nothing to do with someone that would do that. Look what you've put her through. I would probably be in jail if you did that to me. My response back to all of this stuff was, how's Vanessa's true crime career going? Told you. Her name is Angela Jones, and she writes me diaries. And I don't even know. I don't know why, but you come to mind just saying, what the fuck? She writes me at 1:30 in the afternoon on July 29th and says, watch the Demon Trolls at Jordan B. Peterson on YouTube. And says, I have no idea. What? Oh, I don't know why, but you come to mind just saying every fucking day. Watch Shut Your Mouth was the final single lifted from our third studio album, Beautiful Garbage. What is this? I said, how is that needle treating you? Oh, shit. Wow. And what else we got? Anything else? You. Oh, God. You are one of the channels that forgot the victims, and you continue to do that of your own need of money and status. You're selfish and self-absorbed and disgusting person that found an easy way to make money. And last but not least, you called Chris Hansen a cock blocker, and that proved your creepy way of looking at sex. I'm dead. Holy fucking shit. Chris Hansen is a cock block. He's bringing like wine coolers and shit over to the Mexicans. You guys, this hoe can't even listen to a story. I owned a trivia company, and one of my favorite team names was Chris Hansen as a cock block because it was hilarious. Okay, that's just hilarious to me. That's fucking funny. And this hoe runs around. Oh my God, Lana thinks Chris Hansen's a cock block. Ah! Stupid slut. Wow, Lana, you're so selfish. I know. What kind of high noon are you drinking? Well, this one is, I'm about to get another one. This one's grapefruit. Angela, why aren't you calling me, girl? We can just discuss your obsession. Oh my God. Watch Garbage Stupid Girl on YouTube. Just a reminder, doors of perception. Stupid girl. God, if I ever watched somebody that I didn't like every day of my life. No one cares how many subs you have. You just made the dumbest mistake you could ever make. Do you really think anyone in their right mind would sub to your channel if they knew the truth about you or the fact that you made a fool of yourself by calling Chris Hansen a cockblocker? You're the sickest person I've ever seen on True Crime. You're sick and have some serious issues. If you don't, you wouldn't have 2 restraining orders against me. God, girl. You need to get it right. remember this when you're hurting someone or pretending to have someone's best interest at heart. I don't even take you seriously anymore. You're just a joke. Yeah, you just write me every day. Let's see what this is. Why do you...
Vince, look at me. Look at me in the windows to my soul. Shut the fuck up. Shut all the way the fuck up until you reach the top of Shut Fuck Mountain, where there are no more fuck ups to shut. Vince, look at me. Look at me in the windows to my soul. Shut the fuck up. Shut all the way the fuck up until you reach the top of Shut Fuck Mountain, where there are no more fuck up.
I can't. Oh my God. Shut up, man. She says you're sick in my eye. Why would I put a pig out like this? I can't. She says that I was exposing the girls because I put this picture out there of them. Why the fuck? Why would you put a pic out like that? What? What pic? Watch Lana Rihanna on YouTube. This is point blank who and what you are. You had a great chance in having a legit channel, but you had to do crappy shit to people and ruin your reputation. Most of your subs don't know the real story. I took true crime off my playlist because of bullshit like this. What the fuck did you do? I can only imagine here. Sugar tits. What? Why do you send me these broken links, Angela? Get it together. Next up. What is wrong with you? How do you feel good about taking advantage of people that don't know you and brainwashing them into sticking around so you can keep getting paid? You are the worst kind of person to do true crime because you are true crime, Lana. Oh my God. And then she sends a screenshot of this. Of what the fuck is this? I am true crime. I don't even know what she's doing. I don't even know what she's doing. Hi, Boston. Wait, you're a total cockblocker over here. Girl's unhinged. I hope you would go straight to jail and stay there. You are a sick joke to YouTube and true crime. And in fact, you are true crime. Thank God. Vanessa had class and whipped your ass. This all I want to say to you, and I will never contact you again because you're a fucking loser. Truth and transparency, my ass. Girl, you say this every day that you're gonna not stop contacting me, but you just keep going. My response to you was, Angela, you write me this shit every single day. My last time contacting you, bullshit. You can take that and shove it so far up your fucking Groundhog Day for a junkie ass. Tie on another one. That's what I wrote back to her. Just another Groundhog Day for a junkie girl like you. Tie on another one, Angela. Jab it in. Fuck out of here. Oh, here we go. I hope you would not collect $200 from Go. Go straight to jail. God, here we go.
Creator premiered the Chris Watts. Now it begins.
Just coming here for the laughs. What else we got? You always do things that hurt people. Why would you want to be known as what you are? How could you bring yourself to make fun of a murderer? I personally think you're a psychopath and have no feelings. No one likes you but those that are easily conned. There are people, they watch channels and you're not above that. The fuck does that even mean? Hello. How do you live with yourself, Lana? I don't know. Peacefully. Oh my God. She put me on the cover of Vogue. Oh God, no way. I can't. Jesus Christ. Are you a stalker? Things to know about running a nonprofit organization, what not to do in court, 10 clues to get before 2024. Whiteboards. New research shows excessive whiteboard use. There you go. Not okay magazine. Oh, Jessica. I mean, Angela. Lies and conspiracies. What the fuck is this shit? Next. Watch Moscow students residents sound off on Reddit about true crime tourists and YouTube grifters. This is what you tragedy pimps do and how you make the students there feel like. I know you can't help but be a complete fuck up, but your no class self needs a fucking wake up call. Get a fucking life and quit hurting people in the courtroom. Why didn't we all get a copy, Angela? I know. If my kid was one of those murdered kids, I'd be in jail right now because I would come at you with every being in my body. Well, Angela, that would probably get you in jail. Quit acting like you give a shit about people and you're making a difference because you're not. You're a liar.
Hello, lovely people. About 12 hours ago, as of the time I'm recording this, a University of Idaho student made a post in the Moscow Murders subreddit talking about his or her disgust of true crime tourism since the murders happened in Idaho. And
oh, fuck, shit, or. All right, Angela. And Karma, last one. You fuck face fuck. What you think about now, loser? I don't even know what to say to that, Angela. You removed the hoodies with a pic of Brian. I really wanted one. Thank God for your screenshots. Oh, shit, Angela. If it was your family member killed, would you like a YouTuber selling hoodies and mugs with the killer's name and Idaho 4 on something? The reason you get emails and comments all the time is because you keep doing things that a normal person wouldn't do. I don't have to contact you anymore. Oh, for the love, Angela. Yes, you do. I feed your... You have a serious problem, Angela. I don't have to contact you anymore. I have plenty of proof of who and what you are. Angela, you've been saying this to me for over a year. Okay, I have a folder for you. I have finally found an insightful YouTuber that can sum up who you are and can stop you in your tracks. I almost threw up when you made fun of Lynn explaining her struggles. So along with fuckery fuck faces out there. I can't. Don't forget to raffle a snowblower from fifth place. I like that one. Oh. God, wow. Well, I'm going to start putting these out in my member-only posts just to say, hey, heard from Angela today, guys. This is what she has to say. Angela, put me on another cover of a magazine. Like, get creative, girl. Oh, fuck shit. Goodbye and get help. Don't email me again. I'm moving on. Thank you, Angela. What the fuck is this? Why don't you show your subscribers this? You're only showing what everyone else has. No investing in your part. Miss 40-year-old wannabe lawyer. I can't even believe her. Oh my God. Top signs you are dealing with a dangerous female narcissist.
In today's video, we are talking about the dangerous female narcissist and sociopath and some of the top signs that you may be dealing with one. This is an incredibly important topic for anyone who thinks they may have one of these women involved in their life in any capacity. Because when we are talking about the highest spectrum malignant narcissists and sociopaths, they can become extremely dangerous and destructive to someone at the drop of a hat.
I'm dead. Do you really think everyone in your chat is a follower and not just there to keep count of how full of shit you really are? Oh, and how do you think all the vile and insane videos aren't being shown as we speak? No way does a creator go from 20 followers to 40,000 followers without sketchy shit. Total sketch here. I think you seriously need help, especially because you waste taxpayers' money all the time without getting the cases heard, and that's how ridiculous your claims are. And the last video with this revelation that they knew about him was embarrassing because of course they did. Brian has probably done this before, but you'll keep milking it until you have the funds you want. My God. Girl, Angela, take the motherfucking link. You nuts, girl. The only one that's looking like a fool is everybody that was not seeing it my way with this Idaho 4 case. God. 7 times a day, 10 times a day. Here's Angela coming on through. She's probably having a couple orgasms right now. Let's not kid ourselves. So, not going out of the park there, Ange. All right, that's going to round it out. Huh. She's, yeah, a bit disturbing, Kate. Oh, wow, she's something else. Oh, she doesn't have a channel. That bitch can't even write. She can't think. She just goes to other people's channels and shares shit. Like, sends it to me to let me know that she's thinking of me. So I'm going to think of you. Ready for this? I have my thank you notes. So I'm going to go ahead and play you guys my thank you notes I haven't played in a minute. You guys were asking for them, and I have my thank you notes. Dear Angela, I'm sorry I didn't write you back the last 100 times that you wrote me. But thank you for continuing to write me and remind me that I am better than you. Cheers. Cheers, Angela. Dear Angela, Chris Hansen is a total cockblock and will always be one. Love, Lana. Dear Angela, every time I read one of your letters, I think to myself, I'm so happy I'm not you. Love, Lana. Dear Angela Jones, do you remember that time I told you to strap one on, jab yourself? I meant it. Love, Lana. Dear Angela, I know that you have a hard time spelling, so in case you want me to look over your emails before you send them to me, you can hit me in the DMs. I will revise them, send them back, and then you can send them back to me. Love, Lana. Dear Angela, I am happy to donate some of my super chats to you because you are so concerned about my super chats. Love, Lana. Dear Angela, I am just so curious. Are you on your period like every time you write me or just like 75% of the time? I'm just curious. It's just a menstruating type of day. We've been talking about menstruation all day. So Angela, are you always on your period when you write me? Love, Lana. Dear Angela, no, I will not let you watch me perform in any type of sexual manner. I know it's your dream, but keep on dreaming, girl. Love, Lana. All right, guys, that's going to end it. Thank you guys so much. Appreciate you. Much love. Karen Reed. All my Karen Reed trial watchers, I got nothing but love.
We are not afraid of whatever evidence is unearthed from whatever source, because for 15 months, every stitch of evidence has been consistent with my client's innocence. My client suffers. In the meantime, her life is on hold, while she spends every waking moment defending herself, emotionally, intellectually, and financially. We cannot abide by excuses any longer. We need this court's help. We need you, Your Honor, respectfully.
Juror, quote, believes that every member of the jury, if asked, will confirm that the jury reached not guilty verdicts.